Hello, boys and girls. Thank you for joining me in my space today. Uh, yes, and thank you for inviting me into your space. Today, I would like to discuss an individual he's very popular, from my understanding. His name is Kanye West. Kanye West. And the other day, I got a message from the tweet, not the Cayenne tweet, the Twitter. And it was a message from a friend of his, a very good friend. And I understand that Mr. Cayenne is forgetting his name, and so he's getting so confused. So I think his friend Pokemon West decided to tutor Kanye, and to start helping him to learn the basics, his name, math. That was such a beautiful, beautiful thing. And some of the things he had was helping Mr. Kanye at work was just, well, I just read it to you. It was just so, so beautiful. It said, blood equals 5 letters. Kanye equals 5 letters. Seems to me that Mr. Kanye can count very well. And it says moon, 4 letters, equals 4 letters. West equals 4 letters too. Just brings tears to your eyes. But this Pokemon from West is doing so great in putting together his lessons. I know it's not easy. 5 plus 5 equals 10. 4 plus 4 equals 8. Now wake up, children. Wake up. Okay. Oh, just basics, things that we take for granted. It's 2015. Even Mr. Kanye doesn't know what year it is. 10/8/2015. Or maybe it's his birthday. Maybe I don't know. It says at the very end, like he's cheering him on. Swish, release, flush, swish, release, confirmed. Kids, I'm here to tell you that it is so important to stay in school and to learn what your teachers are telling you. Because if you don't, you're going to end up like Kenyon. And I understand, I think might be popular, he sings, or he might work for, I don't know, maybe Amazon.com, I don't know. But I know that he does sometimes some music. But he doesn't even know how to write his name sometimes, from my understanding, from what I've heard. I saw this on the internet. He doesn't even know how to spell his name. Better get it right, because he can't. That's how he writes his name. That's not even the right amount of letters. Like blood equals 5. That's so sad. So kids, you need to stay in school and pay attention. Don't fall asleep in math class, in reading, English language, like I did. But focus. But if something happens, make sure you find a good friend. Like Kanye with a Pokemon. They're very strange names. And because I know that sometimes when you don't listen, you start to steal other people's ideas, like Mr. Kenyon does. I heard that there's a book that he wrote, and it is his whole idea of his own. And I'm going to share this word with you, and it's very, very ugly. It's called plagiarism. And Mr. Kenyon is taking the works of a wonderful, wonderful author, and he's taking it as his own. So sad. So, we need to just learn from the lesson that Mr. Kenyon is done, and Mr. Kenyon will know what the right thing is, boys and girls. And maybe if he keeps on with his lessons, he'll qualify to be president in 2020. I would hope to think he'll be up to fractions by then, don't you? Well, thank you for tuning into my space. And boys and girls, let's cheer Mr. Kenya up, and so he will learn how to write his name. And we hope that he'll win his election. And the thing that is so wonderful to know about Mr. Kanye is that he has a very, very good imagination too. And maybe, just maybe, if his math skills don't get him in, or his spelling, well, maybe his imagination will help him get there. Okay, boys and girls. Thank you again. And make sure that you stay in school. And my producer's telling me it's time to say so long.